the extra point is good. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line.
No, I got up last night.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I love when my quarterback sees it and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On the ground, it's Marks. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats.
Thanks for getting past for that. But I don't think I like that.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Marks. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And the ball's back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leading on this running game.
Oh, I thought they just gave you.
They'll try the left side. Has the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the part where this defense has just got to lock in.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Just have not seen this offense look very sharp so so far in this game, running more, throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The play action fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes in play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer. You're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Sexton. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Volunteers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Hey, I'm going to cut you out.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. back, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking for a man. It's Sexton. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. To the air on first down. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. They finally get him down with a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
Okay, so the 7 down the groundway. Here.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This field position better than you could ever hope for. First and goal from the 8. He'll set up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Oh, did you see that shit Chris said last night? Don't click on it. Chevy did.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense.
Okay, yeah, Chevy, yeah. So Chevy
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
I'm going to say we're not cooking your meat.
Spin, he's free.
Yeah,
they'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Looking to throw at Sexton. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's got him in the flat.
Way
behind the line.
Man, that's one of those where you just...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
What do you have that man with? Oh, you think? No.
Yeah.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Hunt is on its way. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football.
Running free. The 30. Running inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can...
Touchdown, Texas! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him, he can just post him up, a linebacker, he can run by him, so that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Going right to work up top. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical.
There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Volunteer. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. San Diego State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 16 over Fresno State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They make the stop, not a whole shotgun. They go to the ground. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Sexton. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Takes the easy completion. Strong, firm tackle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you. But you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner will be dragged down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
Yeah, because we're on 2nd.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Dropping back, it's Sexton. Punch it out of the air. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
I was trying to get their injured wide receiver out, but I couldn't. Nah, I was looking for this dude who talking about transferring.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels.
I couldn't remember his name, though. I was looking for it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Sweet cut there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown Longhorns!
I shouldn't have threw that last deep ball trying to be greedy and throw a nigga out.
So hard to defend when the ball receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't find a lot of room.
Yeah, you probably got to go. You got to be online to do that.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game. But you got to stop the run first.
Under fire. And it's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Rides the back on the option. The give. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback keeper. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take...
He didn't even make a move on
him. He's up, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the lone running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Vols with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. Got room at the 35. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Determined run gets it down to the 12.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were...
Touchdown, Tennessee!
Bitch! That's how you got it. Yes!
Running back guys that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed, and that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the two-point conversion. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. To the air, it's Sexton. Fires to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead now, a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Calls his own number. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Vols come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. This is a designed run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Might as well stick with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They will
trying to keep him alive.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Sexton. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the
They
lead
really
here in
just
the
cheated
fourth.
like that, man.
What a battle this game was. Went right down
They
to the
really
end.
just
Number 1
cheated
team in
like
the land
that, for
gets
real.
knocked off. But sometimes this
Me
gives you a
playing
chance to
around.
recalibrate
I
some
should have
things,
ended
guys.
this
Yeah, and
game.
they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of
Can't
talent.
challenge
This
this
is a team
shit.
that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David, consistently.
Oh my God, they really did that shit, though.
Stop. You don't even start to the game. Hey, man. I was looking at you. Trying to kick us. They're trying to kick us. Throw a bomb on your ass.
That was, they cheated, man.
I think, man, that's crazy.